Hey guys, ready to go? Yep. Good to see everybody, and I'd like to wish a happy Thanksgiving week to those that celebrate. What a great holiday! I've always enjoyed it because it's usually playing a football game and great food and plenty to be thankful for in not only a personal life but also an opportunity to be at Purdue University and just a lot of opportunities this week where you go back in the history of what this game means to the people of Purdue, to our great university, and I've been a part of a number of rivalry games throughout my career, and the ownership that comes along with that responsibility. It's been reminded of me throughout the time that I've been here in the last 10 months on how important this game is. So whether you've been here 5 months, like a number of our players, or 5 years, it's something that we've spent time on this week on understanding our opponent and the importance of how we go play and represent something so much bigger than ourselves in this game. And our guys will have a great week of preparation. It's sped up because it's a short week with a Friday night game, and then we'll be ready to go play at 7:45. Play our best ball on Friday night at Ross 8. We're excited that the game's at home and ready to continue to work on our preparation to try to go play our best ball in all 3 phases.
Did you adjust this week at all for this schedule?
We did. Sunday was Monday, Monday was Tuesday, and on down. Just sped we both came off a bye. So it worked out a little bit easier. We had bonus practice last week. And then, just last year, we had 6 Friday night games, so I feel like our scheduling worked pretty well on just bumping it back a day. And so our team has responded and had a really good Tuesday practice today for the preparation on what it's going to take.
You get some kind of a meal or something on Thursday, some kind of special day?
We'll be in the hotel on Thursday, so it'll be our normal routine on Thursday. Wednesday, we'll have a team Thanksgiving meal for really everybody in the organization, and then Thursday will be a normal Friday for us with meetings and run through and get to the hotel and kind of lock in with our chapel and what is our normal pregame or Friday night meal and meetings, and then Friday is a long day with a late kick. So we've had a couple of those over my time and understand what some teams you need to spend every single minute with them meeting. Some you can give them a little more free time, and every group's a little bit different. So we've got a pretty good balance on what we need to get done on Friday.
You mentioned the rivalry and the history here. I don't think there's ever been a point in the history of these two teams where things have been this lopsided in IU's favor as far as what's happening competitively. How does that fit into how you look at your job, what you like, the big picture of what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I look at really and I'm going to look down at some stats, but more than anything, I've talked about with our team about this is the 127th meeting and the 100th that we've played for the bucket, and there's certain stats on the previous 7 matchups. There's stats on the all-time series, and then the responsibility we have. We'll all go down as you leave this game as a win-loss record versus your rival. So that's been the focus on what we've talked about and how we need to prepare to go play our best. That's where we've moved and navigated through what we need to do to prepare well to go play.
How Malachi played against Washington and whatever role he'll have this week, how does that play into, I guess, the bigger conversation that's going on at quarterback as far as where those guys stand relative to each other and where that position is going into the offseason?
There's a lot of questions within one question there, run-on sentences, and we're excited about how Malachi played against Washington. He did some good things. He made some errors. We're trying to get both of those guys ready to go play their best ball on Friday night, and then we'll have conversations after that. With everyone on our roster on what that looks like for every single position and what we need to do to improve, not only as coaches but also as our roster, and what that looks like to try to improve every single position. through development and hopefully retention.
On retention, have you seen the culture shift you were hoping for this year? And if you retain these guys, hopefully the trickle-down effect for the new guys that join this roster moving forward?
Yeah, we've made a lot of progress. I don't know if there was a marking that you could say, culturally, that's you work on that every single day. There's not a defining moment that you say, check mark, yes, we've arrived culturally, because that can change the minute I walk outside the door. It's every day, it's conversation, it's being deliberate. It's relationships, it's bonding, it's all the things that go in that. And I would love to have the chance to coach a large percentage of these guys next year. We're losing a lot to graduation, and I hope they have chances to go on and play at the next level. We've certainly feel like that we've made a lot of progress, and I still believe in development of players. And then I think, even more that is lost in the side of the world today is advancing your degree and graduation, and some of those things that go into it. We've made a lot of progress in that area for a number of guys, and how impactful that is for them to graduate from a degree from Purdue. It all goes into that on what the team looks like. And then, can we recruit a team in the incoming class that's going to plug in and help us go win next year? Those are all ongoing conversations with everybody in the building, and how we can continue to improve.
There's a lot of guys who are going to walk on Saturday for senior day and probably didn't get, from a win-loss perspective, what they wanted out of this. But how valuable have these seniors been to what you hope this becomes?
Yeah, I think you look at, everybody's got a story, right? And what you had an opportunity to learn from this experience. Again, whether it's 5 years or 5 months, they'll all take something with them. We're connected. Once you're one of my players, we're connected forever. And I care deeply and will help every single one of these guys in anything I can for the rest of their life. And they've poured in and really joined and bought into a number of things that were new for them, starting whether they were here in December, whether they joined us in January, or the 46 to 48 guys that joined us last June. They all will leave here with experiences of what this past season was. Some are really good, some are learning experiences and not great, but all of them, and my belief, will look back on this experience and they will be thankful for the opportunity we had together.
Did you get the response you were hoping for coming off of what happened at Washington with, a bye week and then just kind of turning the page to Indiana?
I thought we had a good week. Last week, I'm referencing, I thought our guys practiced well. We did the things we needed to. We spent extra time in the weight room, which we continually need to become a bigger and faster and stronger and more explosive team. So we've worked hard in that area. And that hasn't stopped throughout the course of the season. And then we got a jump on the game plan, which was good for our staff. And then we were on the road Thursday, Friday, and some Saturday recruiting, which was good for us to be able to do.
Barry, what's been the biggest challenge this year for you?
Yeah, I think just the opportunity to continue to galvanize the group we have. I mean, they're all challenges. I mean, it's I've said this a number of times. Every team is so different, but I do believe in my soul the foundation of the core of who we're going to be and what we're becoming and what we're building and what we've changed in 10 or 11 months. If we change that much more in the next few months, then we'll be playing really meaningful games in the month of November next year.
Is there any value to having a bye this late in the year?
It was valuable for us. Yeah, I'm certainly, and I bet if you asked Signetti, I bet it was really valuable for them. So, it's all what you make of it. They provide the schedule early in the year, and then you adjust and you try to fit what's best for that current team, and I thought it was really good for us.
Signing day's coming up. Can you kind of give us any quick sneak peek, maybe what to expect there, the number of guys you think you're going to ink on that day, position-wise, just any details at all as a preview?
We're excited about it, and there's a number of things happening as we speak with guys on campus and visits, and again, we've seen every kid, either a first bye week or this last bye week that's committed to us, and a number of more. So excited about building on the foundation that we have already set.
Can the football program get any mojo from having the #1 ranked basketball team in the country on campus?
Man, what a great tournament they had. I forget where they were, but I watched them play Texas Tech, and just overwhelming in their energy, their effort, their playing together. What a wonderful picture that was, and example. Payne's done such a great job over his career, and his team looks like one of the best, if not the best in the country. Really, really impressive.
Can Purdue build a program like what IU's been doing down the last couple of years? Are they capable of getting to that level, being a playoff team?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, and I don't want to speak because obviously I know what they've done win-loss record, but I don't know, any details other than that. I know Cignetti's done a heck of a job. So absolutely, I think you look at the opportunities that exist in college football today, in recruiting and expanded playoffs, and now retention and rev share and all the things that go along with it. Purdue's got every single thing that is needed to have a really, really successful football program.